So before, when I would talk about some of the major flaws in the Hellraiser franchise, I said that they get very repetitive after number two, because one of the reasons is they just ignore things that happened in the past and just redo it with a whole bunch of new people. Well, in this one, they try to connect it to the previous ones because Kirsty's back. Same girl that played Kirsty in the previous three. See, I don't even remember Kirsty's character being in the third one. It just goes to show how non-memorable that movie is, Hellraiser 3. Because, yes, she is in Hellraiser 3, and I do not remember her ever being in it. I barely remember anything about Hellraiser 3, but, what's done is done. This is about Hellraiser Hellseeker from 2002. And just like Hellraiser Inferno, it is straight to video, and it is it doesn't really have a whole lot of Cenobites, and it tries to be more psychological than anything else. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but it doesn't have it has almost no horror in it at all, because at least, well, okay, Hellraiser Inferno, although not a good movie, did do a better job in presenting its psychological issues than this one. This movie, okay, I've also said that the Hellraiser films go from being annoying to boring. Well, Hellraiser Hellseeker is the most boring that there is so far. And it's also the worst acted that there is so far. Deals with this man named Trevor, who's Kirsty's husband. And he has amnesia after they go off a bridge and into the water, and Kirsty's body goes missing. So eventually, he tries to dig up clues from the past, and he eventually finds a mythical box that unleashes all Cenobites. Well, that doesn't sound that bad, right? But yeah, the dude that plays Trevor, he's a pretty bad actor. And the girl that plays Kirsty, she was better, I found, at least in the first two Hellraisers. Maybe it's because I hated the first two, and she was like one of the only redeeming qualities of it. But this one is, she doesn't really have really anything to work with. She has a minor role in this, but still, why not take great advantage of what you've got? Take great advantage of it. But she probably didn't like it. Didn't like the script either. There was some backstage things with obligations of making like last minute things, making a regular Hellraiser film or something like that. And yeah, I thought that if they just had a normal crew making a normal Hellraiser film that was theatrical, it would have been better, because the previous ones, I haven't liked any of the previous ones, but at least this one didn't put me to sleep. I mean, those didn't put me to sleep like this one did. This one has absolutely no horror, no suspense. It's lifeless. And so far, it's the worst of the Hellraiser films. So I'm going to have to give Hellraiser Hellseeker 1 star out of 4.